Well, hi there and welcome back to my channel. I did it again, another Patrick Star Show video. This time I decided to tackle an episode I haven't seen. Right, so I've heard a lot of good things about Fitzpatrick online, that it was a better episode with good humour. So I thought it would be fun to see if it lived up to all those good things. Here it is, my review for Fitzpatrick, an Irish sea star, apparently. Alright, so unlike other episodes I've discussed in the past, this one is so much more character focused. Unsurprisingly, the plot lives and dies with Fitzpatrick, Patrick's rude cousin who seems bent on wrecking his cousin's reputation. So in terms of the introduction to the plot, a random wedding feels like a grand entry point for this character. Think about it, the whole Star family are here, they're all proud of their son, and are all watching an episode of The Patrick Show live. I honestly thought the bride was going to be Fitzpatrick, or failing that, another SpongeBob character. But the wedding cake makes sense. It fits with the theme of the wedding itself and is relevant due to Patrick's love of sweets. But with this, we have Patrick's cousin jump into the scene, which shifts the focus of the episode from this wedding to their relationship and Fitzpatrick's motive of destroying Patrick's life. Now, unlike the vast majority of later SpongeBob episodes and some episodes of the Patrick Star Show, Patrick isn't obnoxious and unlikable here, which is needed with this plot. If you really want the audience to believe Fitzpatrick is bad while still delivering jokes, then there needed to be this more likable version of the protagonist. Now, I figured it would be unlikely this episode would stick too close to a plot due to its natural absurdist nature, but at most it would be a slow unravel of this character being mean. It does the complete opposite. There's a large exposition dump from Patrick about who he is.
Fitzpatrick? My long-lost evil twin cousin? Is it really you?
Which is fine. As I said, learning about this character's origin or motives isn't of key value here, so it works for what the writers are trying to do. Equally, Fitzpatrick is very upfront with his motives too, relaying an equal exposition-heavy speech about what he's planning.
Oh, I thought I'd assume your identity, ruin your life, standard evil twin stuff.
Again, under normal plot circumstances, this would be weak. The joke here is Patrick's lack of attention span to what's being said. The joke is his general stupidity, so the random expressions of interest are really funny. They're handled well with good comedic timing. The main meat of this character plot is Patrick and his cousin going from location to location and Fitzpatrick wrecking the place. So these two character designs are purposefully similar, everything apart from the shades of pink and the orange afro. All of which Fitzy uses to his advantage, whipping his afro off and pretending to be Patrick. He messes with the mechanical musicians in Goofy Goobers and completely destroys the inside of a comic book store, all in the name of wrecking Patrick. It's so low energy and just proves he's a dick and is proud of it. And to be fair, the Goofy Goober section had my favourite joke of the whole episode.
Ha ha! Fitz 1, Patrick 0. I hope you enjoy your banishment.
Huh? Oh, that's okay. He bans me every week. Hey, we'll see you Monday, Barry.
Say hi to your dad for me.
It fits Patrick's characters so well and illustrates how dumb and low stakes this plot really is. All he really does is rips his hair off, and just like that, he's Patrick, and all of the background characters are buying it. I mean, in any other show, this low-energy, one-note villain character would be cringe to watch and poorly constructed. But in this show, which is all about various gags and meta-humour, it lands all the way through, and makes for such an entertaining character-driven plot. I mean, it ends with the multiverse of Patricks dragging Fitzpatrick through the multiverse door device, and Patrick himself doesn't seem too bothered regardless. So, I said at the beginning of this review that others seem to enjoy this episode. Here are a few replies I have found online. As always, I will leave names and locations anonymous. Fitzpatrick, on the other hand, was one of the best episodes of the Patrick Star Show because it's very nostalgic, creative, funny, the animation and story were excellent, and unlike Shrinking Stars, there was no unfair grandpat torture. Well, the plot of this episode was that Patrick's evil twin cousin comes over to ruin his reputation, but all of Patrick's loopholes get the best of him. Fitzpatrick gets a 10 out of 10. This episode was super fun. Both Patrick and Fitzpatrick are written pretty well here, with Patrick wanting to show Fitzpatrick around town, and Fitzpatrick wanting to ruin Patrick's reputation, but failing. I love how Patrick is just able to get away with all the stuff he didn't do, like him being banned from Goofy Goobers each week, and there being multiple other comic book stores. I also found Fitzpatrick getting trapped with the other Patricks in the timeline, the "you boob" joke, and the ending really funny. Might be rating this a bit too high, but to me this gets an amazing 9 out of 10. So yes, this episode was a lot of fun. I'm glad I decided to watch it. I know this show gets a lot of hate, but I really think it's getting into a groove now. While some of the plots are weak pieces of trash, there are some very solid ones like Fitzpatrick and Gas Station Vacation. You should definitely give it a watch. Well, that's just my thoughts. I would love to hear what you all think of this episode or the show in general in comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button and subscribe. It will help the channel continue to grow. Always be wary of your evil cousin, especially when they're vocal about their alignment. See you all very soon.